What's up guys, Jordan here again from Arcade Tunes. Behind me we have one of the many cars I have to tune today. It is a 97 M3 done by KB Autoworks and my friend Ricky at 88 Lab. It's got a nice turbo kit, stock motor, 6266 precision turbo on it, and has our off-the-shelf tune package. I'm gonna dyno it, see where it's at, see if it needs any tweaks. So far, there's no code, seems to be running pretty normal. I'll let you guys check out what's under the hood in a second, and then we'll make some dyno hits with it. There's gonna be a little overview on this car. So 97 M3, check out this interior. Beautiful, beautiful Hurricane interior. Not sure exactly how to pronounce Hurricane, different things. Simple turbo stuff on this car. Once again, stock motor, 6266. Nothing too crazy. I mean, it's got like a really nice manifold on here, 6266. Nice setup. So, let's see some dyno pulls. Alright, so all it took was for one hit for me to see that it's not working out well. So, right off the rip, the Vanos is not working, not engaging. Throws a Vanos electrical fault right away. It is plugged into the right spot. They got to figure out what's going on with that. It still spools pretty quick, makes 400 wheel torque at 4,000 RPMs, which is like pretty good for one of these motors. It will spooling faster with the Vanos working, but that's not my biggest problem. That they can deal with. My biggest problem is coming into it, the car hits 10 pound boost right off the rip, goes up to that 16, 17, and then as RPMs increase, boost keeps going up. So check out this dyno sheet, makes 577 wheel horsepower and 500 wheel torque. Check this out. Your torque comes up nice, 4,000 RPMs. This is at 6,000 RPM, 6,200. The power will not stop. So if I were to stay in on a car like this, it would pretty much just blow up or break. If it had a race gas on stock motor, it'd actually be great. It'd make like probably 640 wheels, something like that. But on pump gas, it's not good. It will not fly. Stuff like this, 17, 18 is the most I typically run at. So I'm not gonna keep going until it makes 24 pounds boost up top and just breaks the pistons and stuff. I'm gonna stop here. They're gonna have to figure out whether it's a wastegate related issue, wastegate location issue. I'm not 100% sure. That's on them. So that's it for this really nice car. It's going off the dyno and time to put the next one on. All right, next up, E36 Turbo. We tuned this car a long time ago. It made pretty decent power. The guy ended up spinning a rod bearing. So not like he made too much torque and broke a rod or cracked the piston from being lean or detonating. Just spun a rod bearing. So he did a lot of like sitting on the limiter. These cars don't have best harmonic balancers. So I mean, it shouldn't happen, but I've heard of these cars spinning bearings before. You push really hard. So he rebuilt the engine and we're gonna see what it makes and then turn it up from there. A bunch more hits than I thought I was going to originally. I really started tweaking the car. Been doing this for a little while now, even though the video shows you a few seconds. The car is not perfect. Has exhaust Vanos faults. It has no boost controller. I don't know about you, but I want as much boost as possible at all times. So I'm running wastegate, which is practically nothing. The car previous made like 400 wheel this boost. Right now, the best I got was 344. He dropped the compression significantly. Dropping compression allows you to run more boost and make more power. But pound for pound, if you're within a range the higher compression can handle, let's say 8, 9 pound boost, the higher compression makes more power. So right now I'm loading down on power and I can't turn boost up to surpass the old power figures. So that's that. I mean, I'm still tweaking it and everything. The guy wanted burble, so I turn that on. I don't usually do that until I'm done tuning because my ears can only handle so much of the burbles all day long. So I just did that. Verbal's on. I'm pretty much done tuning. I'm making a few more hits for you guys so you can see where we're at. And then he will be gone. And we'll be on to the next one. So that's it for the last car. It made 344 wheel horsepower, 322 wheel torque. Nothing crazy, not that great. It was running way richer than last time I had the same car on the dyno. It probably has an air leak, boost leak. The customer said he did a smoke test of some sort and he could not find leaks. I guaranteed you, there's a large air leak in that car. He did not want to have us smoke it right now. The car also needs a boost controller to be able to turn up in the future and check out the cam sensor code. So he's gonna go ahead, change the intake manifold to an M50, which is okay for your turbo. He's gonna install a boost controller and get rid of the cam sensor code, and then come back for more power. So that's it. I mean, it runs great. I still tweak the fueling, even though it probably has boost leak. That way, you can drive home and it runs normal versus just being like rich. Next up, John Paul's Turbo E36. I don't know if you guys know this car, but Lagoon Snake Blue E36. He did this car many years ago. Has a RMS supercharger kit on it, a built engine, quarter head, all the goodies. It made over 500 wheel horsepower before he converted to OB2 because it was OB1. He listened to my advice, and now we have to tune in and see what we can get out of it. So I'm happy the car's gonna run like hopefully flawless for him finally. It definitely ran decent before. It worked, he drove it for a long time, but just like the tunability and the drivability and diagnostic OB2 is just so much better. So he listened, so that's it. All right, so last car was a complete flop. I pulled it inside, it had some issues. I don't even know what the issue exactly is. I'm not sure if it's a cam timing related issue or what. The car practically does not stay running no matter what you do, even though every sensor seems to be working correctly. So he's gonna pull off the valve cover, I guess, and dig into the cam timing to see exactly what's causing issues. So that's 3 fails pretty much so far today. I hope the 4th one's not a fail, and I hope it works. This is Joe's 340, pure 800 turbo. Our Microsquirt port injection kit. It has an EOS port injection with our Microsquirt controller, which controls everything better than anything else on the market, in my opinion. So we're gonna do some hits right now on pump gas, which is a tune that's been driving on for a long time, just to see where it's at, and then throw it right on E5 to the moon. So I hope this one works. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long day. It's not been, everything's sort of just trash today, so hopefully it's not trash. Alright, so finally we have one that works. So this car right off the rip did not work. Load and boost target would not do anything at all like I wanted it to. Pretty much no matter what I tried. So
because you wouldn't listen to me.
I would not listen to the owner, Joe's, a previous employee of mine. because he's never right, so I did not listen to him. He's like, whenever my car is low on gas, it doesn't make any power. I did not believe him at all. He's right, this ECU when you're low on fuel, it does not, the load target drops. So that's sort of, I was just like, oh man, why is load target low? Checked a million things. It ended up being that it just needed more gas. Quite annoying. Extremely annoying to be honest with you. Cause I spent like easy an hour just messing with it. So we only had 85. So it's like 12 o'clock at night here, so I'm pretty much done. So we just put 85 in the car, turn the port injection on, and it makes 440 wheel on like very low boost. Here's your before graphs. You see like even some of the other grounds on pump gas, the torque was like 430-ish, and then like it would hit the load limitation and just drop down to nothing, make 300 horsepower. So no matter what I did, that's what it was doing until we put gas in it. So now that's good. It makes 440 wheel every single hit, 440 wheel torque. So I'm done for now. Thank you for watching. I'm going home, going to sleep. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Thanks for checking in on us.